not glasses friendly.
The glasses. Did you hear about my whole? I mean, you might have seen the video this morning.
I saw the. So what I did, what happened was, hey everyone, how goes it? Levi with Member Solutions on over here with Villain Support, and we got Chris today. We had a nice long chat. Don't worry about that. How y'all doing? He has a video where he did earlier today, and I didn't see that video until after Doxus sent you a comment about like you guys were talking about your glasses or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And I go see. I was like, let me see if he posted a video. You posted the video. I watched it and I was like, I don't mean to laugh at you. As somebody who's dealt with that, do you have an older pair of glasses?
Somewhere.
If you can find those and you can put those on and you're able to wear them for about a little while, if they're not too extremely different, if those make the symptoms die down, then it's almost guaranteed to be that. Because I'll tell you right now, I've had that happen. And yes, in fact, I
will have new glasses in about probably either Friday or Monday. I'm getting 2 pairs. I'm getting my single visions to replace these, and I'm getting my my first set of old man progressive lenses. Because I'm getting yelled at now for reading things like this.
I take off. I don't like wearing my glasses when I read things, but I can see things this way. So these glasses right here, when I first got them, I couldn't wear them constantly. And I even said that like for sketches, and when I was trying to wear them, I was like, I can't wear these constantly because they make me dizzy because they were too strong. Now, over the years, they have kind of equalized. I can wear them now. But they were much too strong. And I just didn't get them replaced because I couldn't afford to.
Well, basically, the lens on this side is like 15% weaker than the lens on that side. I went to a discount eye doctor glasses place last time, and hey, Robert Cavens, and I said, what's better, 1 or 2, etc. And I went through the whole thing. And the minute I put them on, I was like, this doesn't feel right.
So one of the things I've always done, and hopefully in the future it'll help you, because I haven't had eye insurance almost my entire life. So what we do for most of it, once it became available, is I would go to a doctor that I knew was consistent. I would pay the $60, $70, whatever it was. Get my eye exam. I would get a copy of that, and then I would go and shop around for glasses. Now, for the longest time, I went to a specific place because they just had a bunch of deals. But then I found Zinni is what I currently use, and they're fabulous. I love them. These are the same glasses that, like, if I don't have it down here. I think it's I've got a pair in the car and I have a pair on my wallet. There's sunglasses that I can clip on magnetically, because I didn't want to pay $80 for transition lenses.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let me get these and I'll test them. It's $5 and if I need a pair of transitions, I'll get another pair of glasses for $170 down the road. They've worked beautifully. I don't need transitions. I just needed something that when the light was too bright, I could click on and I could carry, and it was super thin. I was like, this works fantastic. And I got turned on to that by everyone here, by our live stream. They're like, hey, have you looked at this? And I was like, oh, no, I have not. And like, you could double up coupons and stuff if you use the app and stuff. I was able to get really good glasses for really cheap. And I both my kids have got them the same way.
Nice.
Because insurance is great if you have it until it doesn't pay for glasses, which I found out the hard way. Because my spouse has insurance. And then like, they wouldn't pay for glasses because we hit time periods and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
All right. Well, I'm going to record this video quick, and then get it mixed in with the audio, and then I'll get it posted for today, and then we'll do Patreon stuff.
And then we need to do voiceover stuff.
Yes.
You guys will get to see us do that too. We need to work on a script and voiceover stuff. I'll pull up the.
Tell Dr. Doom I'll call him right. Tell Dr. Doom I'll call him back. Tell Dr. Doom I'll call him back. Tell Dr. Doom. Tell Dr. Doom I'll call him back. Okay, I got to return Vader's. Tell Dr. Doom I'll call him. Tell Dr. Doom I'll call him back. I got to return Vader's call first. I already got ready. I got to be ready to dial. I'm fucking this up. Tell Dr. Doom I'm gonna call him back. Okay, I got to return Vader's call first. Hey, this is John and Villain Support. What? Why is an admiral staffing the switchboard? People scared of being force choked by Vader? Okay, just pass me through to Vader. Okay, he left me a voicemail. Thanks. It's been a busy day, Vader. Okay, what's all this about an infestation? Spiders, like what, poisonous ones or something? Who got bit and how bad is it? No. Yeah, those are called replicators. How did they get on the Death Star? No. Oh, okay. I need you to send the Death Star into the maw and then blow it all up. No. We cannot clean up this infestation by conventional means, okay? And if you don't do what I say, these things are going to spread throughout the galaxy before you know it, okay? So you will remotely move the Death Star via hyperspace to the Maw black hole cluster, drop it into one of them, and blow it the fuck up as soon as it's caught in the gravity well. We will replace the whole thing at no cost, except for the exhaust port covers, okay? Because those are an aftermarket accessory. You're going to have to purchase those again.
Oh, the metal. I had those.
Vader, we can deal with that later, okay? Every second that you're not moving the Death Star toward a black hole means more replicators. Get it moving.
Can you hear me? Wait until you can hear me, and then I can ask a question.
Okay, now sound's back on.
What was the sketch about? I missed most of it.
I am remaking Vader Saw Spider.
I was gonna say I was just about to say we need to go back and remake some of the stuff that we abandoned, because we need part 2s and everything to those.
So this is, if it does well, this can be the impetus for the replicators invading the Star Wars universe and that becoming a larger series. If it doesn't do well, it's a one-off sketch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Slayer. Technically it's $400 and I will dye it myself, but if we can get the 500 on the not GoFundMe, the Buy Me a Coffee. Not only will you guys have the option to pick the dye, I'll go get it done professionally so it'll last even longer. Things I do because I need to pay bills.
Oh, just so everyone's aware, if you don't see the scrolling thing at the bottom of the screen, our Patreon is live. There are currently 2 options: $1.99 and $2.99.
No, that's 3.
Okay, what?
You have the other one live.
Right, yeah. Sorry, there's also a third option. I forget how much it is, but the third option is what? $8.99. That's right. So, $1.99, $2.99 are basically you get Discord VIP access. If you already have it through somewhere else, don't join the Patreon unless you just want to support the channel from another location. If you already have VIP access, it means you're already supporting the channel through Fourth Wall or through YouTube or something like that. You don't need to support us another way unless you want to. If you don't currently support us because you didn't get what the memberships were, but you understand what Patreon is, which unfortunately is a a thing. You can support the channel. $2 a month, $3 a month. You get VIP Discord access, and then the $8.99 gives you additional bonuses. And I can't remember what those are at the moment because I don't have it pulled up. But
so the Patreon for the $8.99 bonuses is basically behind the scenes stuff for the animation, because that's where a lot of that is going to come from. If we can get about 500 people subscribed to that particular Patreon tier, that will secure at least a monthly to bi-monthly animation.
Floyd, that's something that we're working on right now.
Yep. Robot Chicken would be an incredibly expensive version because of the fact that it's claymation, and even if you do 3D animated claymation, it's still time consuming and stuff like that.
But Robot Chicken was a major inspiration for the channel in general.
Yeah. So in about an hour, a little less than an hour now, actually, the Deadpool-esque version that I colored as best as I could, I got tired of finagling with it, will be done. We have a variety of different things. Animation is very expensive, and we refuse to do AI for a number of reasons. Generative AI, if we were to just boil it down to one specific reason, is currently very environmentally bad, just insanely bad for the environment. And as somebody who's currently trying not to have an AI data center in his backyard, no. But we're setting that conversation to the side. We prefer human art as a whole.
The other reason is that AI animation is inconsistent across scenes. There's still time limits. You can't do more than like 15 or 20 seconds at a time, I think, still. And it's really hard, apparently, to get it to be consistent across all those. It's just there's so many reasons why we're not doing
AI. Cameron, first of all, not hero support, but either way, we actually just had this conversation, and it boils down to like the reason why a lot of YouTubers don't have different channels for the different series. Let's take Viva La Dirt League as a really good example. They have a lot of different series, but when they were before they turned into like a network thing, when they got large enough to do so, they did explore putting like their sketches on a different channel. Now they still put them on the main one, but they found that it just was a bad idea. Mr. Beast has found that it's a bad idea. Like overall, you do not split your series. You build up the main channel, you turn it into a network, and you continue to produce those. Do what Dropout TV did, Viva La Dirt League. Those are the two main ones that actually turned into full networks and stuff like that. There's some other ones out there that still produce a variety of sketches.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to be recording the voice lines for that today for episode 2. If you want to see more of that, join the Patreon on the $8.99 tier. And we will probably be can you actually go ahead, because I don't have access to the Patreon yet, at least. Can you upload the storyboards to the Patreon and have them locked behind the $8.99 tier?
Yes.
Thank you. We're gonna wait for him to do that. Also, if I look like I'm hot, it's because I am. It's 79.7 and going up in temperature. Tobias, what are you doing?
I'm hungry.
Go get some food.
I'm craving something sweet.
Go get food. I'm working. I'm actively working. Now that I have a moment, I'm gonna mute you guys. Okay.
Go for it.
I'll be right back.
Okay, that's on Dropbox now. Let me grab it off the computer. Recent. No, I just uploaded this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Download. All right. Is it Guy Lord? We are not brothers. But good question. Jeremy said, I don't think Levi means we're going to become a game show style network, but in terms of like becoming a channel that has multiple different kinds of comedy, different series, maybe outside of villain support, etc.
If you go look on Viva La Dirt League, they have a variety of series, and they are, by every definition, they filed and became very similar to Dropout TV, where they are a network. They have a huge cast and crew now. They've had some of those cast and crew, but they were off and on. They officially are like very similar, where they have their own website, they have their own series. You sign up to that website, you go to that. I'm not saying that we would make you go to another website for our content. I don't like that. I hate that idea of you have to go here to watch it. What I do love is what Viva La Dirt League did. They went and they created a website where you can see all the behind the scenes. You can watch the stuff early, and they scheduled everything so that it would still be protected onto YouTube and everywhere else where you can watch it for free. That's not how Dropout TV does it. Dropout TV posts clips and says, go to Dropout TV if you want the full thing. Whereas Viva La Dirt League will give you the full thing if you wait long enough and you just want to watch it on YouTube and the social medias. So if I were to pick a model that I would love for us to go towards, it would be what Viva La Dirt League is at least attempting to do. And I hope that they succeed, because if they succeed, it will show precedence to comedy channels being able to become networks of various shows within themselves and still provide free content for those that can't go onto the website and support directly. But that is not much different than Patreon. It's just they do it through their own website so they have more control over it. There is a lot of their series that I just don't care for, but are still very popular. They have a new series of like an Office-esque drama type thing, and I don't really find most of it funny because I've worked in offices and stuff, and a lot of it is just like, this just doesn't make sense. What's really cool is they have listened to feedback and they started tying in different obscene, just off the wall things into that series, and it has made it a lot better and more watchable for a much wider range of audience. I like Balin's route too. I would love it if we got to the point where we could do like a Napa's route type thing. And we just get to have fun and be in the same area and record a bunch of stuff. But the reality that I see is, especially with how it works for our style of comedy and stuff, is I think animation would allow us to explore a lot easier than dumping thousands of dollars into CGI to make it look like we're dealing with, you know, Vader out in space or something like that. We could do an animation and it be that way for a lot cheaper.
Could we get IHOP today? Could we go out to IHOP?
No, I don't have money for IHOP. Sorry, kid. For the record, Chris, even if you pay me, still don't have money for IHOP. I just got done for everyone here. One of the things I had to do today is I had to. This is stupid, but I thought I got the wrong light bulb, so for my car's headlight. So we went back, changed out the light bulb, got the correct one, inserted it, and was like, wait a minute, this isn't working. We had to go back in and go to the other way, and like, oh wait, I did have the right light bulb. What I had to do was get two different ones to fix the light. It was stupid. It was so stupid. But $60 versus like I think close to 300 was much cheaper than, you know, it's much cheaper just do it myself. And it was just, wish I had known in advance, because I could have fixed it last night instead of having to spend 2 days on it. Oh, so she doesn't do that type of content anymore. You're talking about the HR lady for the Star Wars HR lady. I can't remember her name. Chris.
Dolores.
Dolores, yeah. So this is the biggest problem we've had with creating content around other content creators. She doesn't do that anymore. And Alec, I love the fact that Alex will still do his Fredward character. I can't hear you. You muted yourself again.
She does do it still, but rarely.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. She still does it. But Alex is the same way. He's kind of transitioned from Fredward quite a bit, but he's done so much, and it's really hard to be like, hey, yeah, we would love to do a Fredward idea, but that's not our character. Fredward is Alex's character, and I don't know how we want to do this. There was a lot of talk about getting other content creators in so we could do a lot of different collaborations. Chris is actually going to be writing a script for a collaboration with Buff Dora, as well as Toot. And then he's also going to be doing writing a collaboration, with who you said somebody else, and I forgot who it was. It was Buff Dora. Somebody else. American Wizard. More American Wizard. You're not?
Sorry, I'm trying to edit edit audio over here, and I don't want it to come through. That won't be till September or October.
Oh.
This is important. Can you mute real quick?
Where can you sign up to be a villain tater? Right there on the Patreon. Go there and sign up. That is going to be the best place for you to sign up. The more people we get on the $8.99 tier, the more animations and stuff that we can do just overall. What's up, kiddo? So we have that's so nasty. Air conditioner has a pipe that goes to the drainage because of air conditioner doing air conditioner things and pulling out moisture, right? One of the cats decided to lick that, and it's nasty. It's nasty. So we're trying to get water down here. But yeah, Madman Fenrir will be basically when my kids go back to school. Can't believe that Goofball is getting married. Yeah, I think that's why he's not available right now. Congratulations to him. Another thing, if you guys don't know who Lampleg is, he's an amazing content creator. He recently became at least temporarily disabled. He's trying to figure out what's wrong with him, and I piggybacked a video on how to use canes and everything on TikTok because he released it on TikTok, and I was like, I can tell people how to use a cane properly. And he saw it, and hopefully whatever advice I gave him will help him. But it wasn't just for him. For those who don't know, I'm disabled. I've had to use a cane, and I spent a little over 2 years trying to get off that cane in physical therapy. And then I pretty much go to physical therapy permanently so that I don't have to be on that cane. My goal is to hopefully get to a point to where I can do most of my physical therapy at home. Unfortunately, that means I require space for equipment. I have to find and get specific equipment, and then I have to learn how to do those exercises and stretches at home. It's a slow process. It's been a very slow process.
The tablet died, so I'm going to just be down here on the
No, you're going to go upstairs.
On the exercise bike.
No, you're going to go upstairs. I'm trying to actively work. I'm going to wind up recording. I'm going to wind up doing voice lines. I don't know what I'm going to record yet, but there's a good chance of it. So no, you go upstairs. You know I'm working, kiddo. Slayer, you have a good one. Floyd, thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that. And I'm very happy that I'm like starting to get back into the swing of things. One of the things that I need to do, and I mentioned this during the morning stream, is I need to get back into making improv stuff. I need to get back into the swing of improv videos again. I've kind of been like out. There's been a mental block for a variety of reasons, which has kind of sucked, but it's just the reality that I was dealing with. I'm a lot better than I was. Oh, I don't think I told you this. The person who can take care of so I can finish paying off the funeral is on vacation, and they are the only person that can take the payments in the entire funeral home. So for like a week and a half, everyone who dies just simply can't pay for a funeral. Never have all your shit tied to one person.
That's a great way to run a business.
Yeah, it's so horrible. And trying to get it's the same reason why I've been struggling to pay, because they're never available because they're the only one who does it, so they're always busy. And it's just like, oh, this is lovely.
Can you have mac and cheese for dinner today?
Go find out from
Special ones, like the 5 cheese.
Today's Tuesday, so Mama's not eating with us, so yeah, we probably could. We'll find out if Raven wants that or if Raven wants something else, though. I'm going to send you a quick message, actually, now that I'm talking about food again. I do need to ask you a question. I hate asking this after we had the conversation. So, Chris, I sent you a message on Instagram when you get a chance. Now, this is like I've shown this one. And then I've got the one upstairs, and I've got a couple others. We lost my cats accidentally knocked one of my Coke glasses, my really fancy ones. And I have a habit. I do not accept Coke glasses as gifts. My spouse has tried. I'm like, nope. I have to find them in a thrift shop. It's my own thing. I have to find my glasses and mugs used, and it has to be something that like calls out to me, regardless of what it is. I no longer collect Coke memorabilia, though. I wound up having too much of it, and now I just don't feel the same way about it as I used to as a kid.
What?
What are you doing? I have repeatedly
The mac
told
and
you.
cheese.
Oh,
thing.
yes or no?
I said yes. I'm so sorry.
You could have sent me a text.
On what?
Oh, right. You don't have your phone. Never mind. I apologize. Thank you for coming back down here to let me know. So, yes, we can.
By the way, the tablet is charged. Can I continue watching One Piece?
You have find out if Raven got dishes done. If Raven got dishes done, okay. So you're not allowed to rewash a single one of those dishes. If Raven put dishes in the dishwasher, then you're gonna have to wait until I can come upstairs and check them real quick. But I'm pretty sure they're clean. So you need to wash 10 dishes. And then you need to make sure your litter boxes are done. And then yes, you can have tablet time. So I would love to remake the Samara Chronicles or Deadpool. It was Samara Chronicles. How would we name the Deadpool series? It's pretty bad when I don't remember.
The Borgpool Saga.
Yeah, Borgpool Saga. Thank you. The Borgpool Saga. Our first series, our original series, right? I would love to go back and remake them. Chris would love to go back and remake them. The biggest issue about remaking them has always been like, are we at a point where we can remake them well enough that it makes sense? Now, even though we are technically at that point where me and him could sit down, re-record them, and redo them, now we look at it and go, Well, now we have access to animation. We have ways to make it even better. And yeah, the Billy Borg I would love to go back to the Billy Borg, especially with you know, we have 2 animators now. We need realistically, I would love to have about 4 or 5 animators on call. That doesn't mean we pay 4 or 5 animators all at once. That just means that we have 4 or 5 people that we know work with our channel and know how to work with us and everything. So that we can find and figure out what type of style do we want the Billy Borg to be. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of lean towards how it should have ended. That style of animation, I think, would benefit the Billy Borg really well, with maybe a few scenes being like hyper animated. Like you get a really super serious scene and it changes and shifts animation. It's part of the joke, right? And like all of a sudden you have this really Billy Borg-esque character, but they look super cool and fancy, and then like they fuck something up and they go back to their normal style of animation. I love when a series does that personally, because it's just like such an in-universe joke. It's such a good little like fourth wall type joke too, without actually breaking the fourth wall. I realize that if they're dead, they can't pay for the funeral anyways. A dark joke. Is that my life? Is what my life? Or did I get the feeling you were asking if that was a no, the W is on the other side of the keyboard. Anyways. You're gonna post that. Did you already get it done and posted? Still working on it? I can't hear you because you're muted again.
Dang it! I gotta record some lines. Sorry. Because there's John talks to an admiral also gets transferred to Vader. Let me just pull the. Where is the script? There it is. Okay.
For everyone here during the breakfast stream, we wind up doing talking about how like Kakashi versus one of Batman's rogue gallery.
Hello. Galactic
and the more I
Empire,
sat,
this is Admiral Porter. This is Admiral Porter.
I also have a fan directly on me.
Galactic Empire routing. This is Admiral Porter. We're dealing with a staffing shortage. I can't confirm or deny the reasons, sir. How can I help? Right away, sir.
No, that was my kiddo. He is. He's older. At least physically. Mentally, I'm not so sure. Did you hear me, Chris?
I'm older by about 10 years.
I said you were older physically. Mentally, I'm not sure.
You're not wrong.
Oh my god.
How do we ban Steven? I'm just kidding.
Don't ban the guy who no. If you guys do more Transformers, you should do Sam and B's first encounter. So we're doing more Transformers, but one of the biggest things is we definitely want to keep when you do animation. And this is because I've always wanted to do animation. First of all, one of the first things I wanted to do is I wanted to go to college for animation. I actually had gotten a scholarship for Full Sail University that I wasn't able to take up on because I would have been effectively homeless. Not effectively, I would have been homeless. And I just put my survival over that. And it turned out to wind up being a good thing because the average lifespan of a graphic artist is about 5 years. Back when I was going, it's apparently even less now, unless you go into like a very specific niche and you can land that job and keep that job afterwards.
Specific?
Huh?
Specific?
Yeah. Well, let's not. Thank you so much for
Sorry.
I realize I mispronounced it. I just kind of like was trying to gloss over. It won't let me ban myself. Anyways, um, when you create a new show, and Bob's Burgers has done this, you want to set down certain rules, and this applies across the board. Like the Bumbling Time Traveler, I have two main rules in that. One, it has to be short episodes. It cannot be long episodes. And Bumbling Time Traveler might be better as an animation the more I think about it. It might be one of those where we make a live action version and then we make an animated version. The second thing is that it is one of the only series on the channel that uses real events, but it's history. You are learning bits of history. And we do the goofy thing of like, hey, we're responsible for the nose breaking off of this. And here, it's just little tidbits of history, not full on. I love that because I love history and I love the idea of getting people to learn about these little facts through comedy and pretending as if we are the reason why the Sphinx's nose broke, or we're the reason for a giant blizzard that happened. Provided it happened far enough down the road that it could be made into a comedy sketch. Now, anything that is more recent, unless we could make fun of that joke and we could make fun of it, it's staying off limits. And that is part of the channel of staying out of politics. And I agree with that when it comes to the Bumbling Time Traveler, because I don't want to, like when the Texas blizzard happened, right? As fun as it would be to be like, hey, let's do a sketch on this and do some really cool facts about why this happened and everything. Making fun of the reason why and making fun of people who have lost their homes is not something I want to do. It's one thing to make a joke of something that happened 20 years ago that everyone has had time to process and get through. It's another to go, hey, this happened just a few years ago. There's people who are still dealing with the after effects. Happy Pope. Animating is hitting your head against the keyboard using Tween Machine. You can't get the one I'm wearing, but you can get the one Chris is wearing on our merch shop. Because this is an old design and I'm too cheap to buy the new one. that's all it boils down to. I do need to get a new one though. I will get a new one eventually. I got to get a new hat though first. I really like that hat. I've got a question, Chris. As much as I want to do the Kakashi versus Joker as one of the first ones, the biggest issue I see is if I take that call, I'm talking to Kakashi, and it's not nearly as funny if you have a panicking Joker thinking he's dealing with a Batman who can do fucking these weird shit with his stuff. That's such more. I can do the Joker voice well enough.
Two things. First off, this is the fried cheese.
Okay.
Okay. Second off, Ryan used both the dishwasher and the thing, so you have to check it.
Chris is still busy. Once Chris is free to take over and entertain the chat for a few minutes.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
We're dealing with a staffing shortage. People scared of being force choked by Vader?
Sorry, everybody. Ouch.
I cannot confirm or deny the reasons. Choked by Vader? Choked by Vader? I cannot confirm or deny the reasons. How can I?
Sorry. Give me a second. I'll be with y'all.
You know what I love about ADHD when you have verbal tics, but you're the one who actually created the verbal tick? Hasta la moopsie. Fucking. I love that thing. I love that line. It's such. I wish that line could be on a shirt. I would wear that.
What line?
Hasta la moopsie.
Ah.
For those who don't know, we can't use moopsie in merch. Editing is very detail oriented. It is. As much as I would love to have an editor so that we could focus on other things, I think having a writer, the more and more and more and more and more and more I think about it, having a writer might make more sense, because then we can have more content, even if they're not on screen, just having them write a bunch of scripts out and us go like, that works, that works, that works. We have 3 videos that we can do. We film, we edit, we get it out. I could make the shirt. I just couldn't sell it. And I don't want to make a shirt just and not be able to sell it. There are ways around certain things. Unfortunately, the word moopsie is the problem in this.
It's about time.
All right, let me just.
So Chris is Chris and I'm Levi, because, on accident, I didn't create a different name because I didn't know it would. I'm going to be honest. I just didn't think things all the way through, and stuff happened. And now I'm stuck with it. Levi is Levi. Chris was like, I'll just do a generic name. John. I was like, fuck it, I'll just do my own. It works. Give it away for a donation? What are you guys talking about? Oh, the give it away. Yeah, technically we could raffle things like that. Or stuff like that. But there's like there are ways around it. Like I said, there are loopholes. And I could enjoy it, yeah. Oh, you got asked how is the off-gassing for the statue going? I didn't even ask it.
John, don't support. What? Why is it staffing the switch? We're dealing with a staffing shortage. People scared of being force choked by Vader? I can't confirm or deny the reasons, sir. How can I help? Just pass me through. Okay, he left me. Right away, sir.
I hate the fact that I shared that in confidence with you all and you guys used it against me. But I also, that's all right.
All right. So I've got the full version of this, and I think part of it needs to get cut, but let's let you all decide that.
All right, let me see.
I think we cut it and start it where Vader answers the phone, but let's see what y'all think. Tell Dr. Doom I'm going to call him back, okay? I got to return Vader's call first.
Galactic Empire routing. This is Admiral Porter.
Hey, this is John and Villain Support. What? Why is an admiral staffing the switchboard?
We're dealing with a staffing shortage.
People scared of being force choked by Vader?
I can't confirm or deny the reasons, sir. How can I help?
Just pass me through to Vader, okay? He left me a voicemail.
Right away, sir.
It's about time you called back.
Can't hear you.
Keep playing, please.
It's been a busy day, Vader, okay? What's all this about an infestation?
Spiders.
Stop it right there.
Spiders. Like,
What's this all about? I wish you could change it, but honestly, the when you ask the question, that's the most interesting part.
right.
You called back.
It's been a busy day, Vader, okay? What's all this? So right there. What did I
What
just
you
do?
need for a writer, we'd need somebody that can write the style of content that we do, and does it well enough. There's no sugarcoating it. They would have to do it well enough. There's plenty of both mine and Chris's scripts that we look at and go, this is shit. And there's plenty of times where we go, there's a really good premise here, but this sketch isn't it. And this video is going to get posted as soon as it's done.
Yeah. So you're saying this is it? What's all this about an infestation?
Spiders on the Death Star.
Spiders. Like what? Poisonous ones or something? Who got bit and how bad is it?
Big, mechanical, self-replicating spiders.
Oh, no.
They're relentless. Every time we think we have them taken care of, we find more.
Yeah, those are called replicators? How did they get on the Death Star?
A strange ship appeared out of hyperspace about 3 weeks ago. No crew, just a single recording saying they were called the Asgard. And soon after, these things were just everywhere.
I need you to send the Death Star into the maw and then blow it all up.
Isn't that a little extreme?
No. We cannot clean up this infestation by conventional means, okay? And if you don't do what I say, these things are going to spread throughout the galaxy before you know it, okay? So you will remotely move the Death Star via hyperspace to the Maw black hole cluster, drop it into one of them, and blow it the fuck up as soon as it's caught in the gravity well.
What about all the credits we spent building?
We will replace the whole thing at no cost, except for these Ossport covers, okay? Because those are an aftermarket accessory. You're going to have to purchase those again.
You remember how long it took to convince Palpatine to buy them
Vader,
the first time?
we can deal with that later, okay? Every second that you're not moving the Death Star toward a black hole means more replicators. Get it moving.
There was a comment. If you want to, you have a really good. Can I say I'm going to piss you off? I love it. I hate the ending. Steven, when the way I first read that, I thought it was talking about like Chris had during one of Chris's takes, and I was like, oh, that'd be a great ending. And what it is like, oh, he listened to him. He had already destroyed it. Wait, what do you mean you missed one? That leaving it open and thinking about it.
That can be the beginning of part 2.
Yeah, that could be the beginning of part 2. So if you like this, it is good. My only issue is the ending. If you could pick an area where the ending sounds more open-ended.
It's the whole thing at no cost, except for these Ossport covers, okay? Because those are an aftermarket accessory. you're gonna have to
honestly,
purchase-
right there is kind of where you start.
That should be the end of it. No, you're 100% right. Because that closes the loop on the Death Star of why didn't they have exhaust port covers? Because Palpatine had to buy him once and he refused to buy him again.
Yeah. Changeling, we welcome you guys sending us scripts and taking a look at them. What's going to be most notable is we talked about a Patreon here.
You're gonna have to purchase
where
those.
We will help.
What's all this about an infest?
Kind of go over scripts with people and things like that. And after doing more research, what a lot of larger creators do, some creators will basically poach their fans and for their writers and editors and stuff like that. They'll just ask, or they'll see somebody who does a really good edit and be like, hey, how'd you do that? How much do you charge? Blah, blah, blah. Same thing for writing and stuff like that. And I've effectively been learning. I've been there's a bunch of different masterclass things that got leaked recently of a bunch of YouTube and large streamers and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is a wealth of knowledge I wish I had a year ago. What's up, kiddo? Oh, right. You got that litter box done too? You better. If I find out otherwise, you lose it.
I want chips.
I don't have chips. We don't need chips.
And I need.
Oh, the print's done. I'm going to be right back again.
Sure. Spiders, spiders, like what, poisonous ones or something? Like what, poisonous ones or something?
Now I realize that I'm gonna take over the screen here for a second.
Something.
I realize that this doesn't look exactly like Deadpool, right? I know that this mask doesn't look exactly like Deadpool, but I think it looks close enough for us to do a sketch. And both of these were single prints. Both of them took less than a day, and both of them took a fraction of the filament that they would have done had I done them on a different printer. I am learning the ins and outs of this printer, and while I'm still not happy necessarily with the software, I am liking the quality that it is producing. This is really good quality. And it is definitely going to allow me to get back into 3D printing full color prints again. Yeah, mask tool. I was of the line of thinking, and we got to talk about it once he's done with his thing, and we move forward with the other things that are on our agenda today. But one of the things that's on the agenda is the ad that we have to do, and there are a couple different versions of ads. I've talked about this before. I like the passive. Let's do a sketch and figure out a way to tie in the product into the sketch. And I wrote a Bones version of one, and I'm not happy with it because the way when I was saying it out loud, part by part, I was like, this isn't a bad idea. This isn't a bad idea. And then when I wrote everything down, I was like, this is kind of boring. I know what the problem is. I need to lean more into the sketch, and then just do a separate call of action where I explain what the printer is. And the reason why is like there are certain things I have to say about the printer in the video because that's what the person wants. Versus being able to have 100% freedom, which they kind of said we did, and then they're like, "Hey, can you also mention this, this, and this?" After I had the idea of a full sketch, and I was like, "Okay, well now I have to modify my idea," and I never wrote either idea completely down. So yeah, Levi, how come we never see you and Napa together? I think you need to ask Chris that, not me.
Those are called.
I have hair. You can tell. You can tell we are two separate people right now. My hair is red. His hair is. Do you have like a black or brownish hair?
Me?
Yeah, like your beard.
I have skin colored hair.
Your beard.
It was brown, but it's going gray.
Okay. His hair is gone. Yeah, his hair is gone.
Those are called replicator.
But yeah, and if you guys wanted to dye my hair, there's a way to do that with the buy me a coffee link. But yeah, so I have a sketch idea around this, but we're gonna bump it up massively. It might wind up becoming a lot shorter, and I'm okay with that as long as it is a full regular sketch with just a name drop versus the other thing, right? And we don't even necessarily need to do a name drop as long as I do a call to action at the end of it. So we're gonna do that, but we also have to record lines today. And I needed to pull up those lines. That is Megatron versus Primetime TV.
A strange ship appeared out of hyperspace about 3 weeks ago.
And I'm going to pull up the way I record lines, which is in Audacity. And we're going to record different characters at different points.
Appeared out of hyperspace about 3 weeks ago. No.
Chris was part of an experiment in space that got with his cosmic energy, and now his hair. So I do love that idea that Chris has this massive, just a massive mane of hair and just invisible. What are you talking about? I have hair. It's invisible.
They were called the Asgard.
If you really wanted to do that, one of the best ways currently would be to just put your idea in the appropriate channel in the Discord, or submit it to Chris via Instagram or something like that.
These things were just everywhere.
Facebook, Instagram. If you put it in the Discord, you'll have multiple people who can look at it. You have the hero, you have the villain, and you can get feedback from people.
Were called the Asgard.
Oh no.
Yes.
He has. If we're gonna go the invisible hair route, he has hair down to the middle of his back, and it's just this big giant flowing mane. He goes like this, and the hair goes. But you can't see it. Yeah, but originally my idea. Originally my idea for this was to make a Deadpool mask version of this, and literally make a couple of them and send Chris one, so that I could hand him one of them over screen, and he could be holding it, looking at it, and we get two different views of it from two different cameras and everything, right? I've got to use this.
We cannot.
I think I figured out a way. No, because then I would have to edit the sound in.
We cannot clean up this infestation.
My current issue with this is I can't get my mic connected to it properly.
We cannot clean up this. We cannot clean up this infestation by conventional means. Okay?
Okay, we do have a Reddit page, but like I don't manage it like at all. I really probably just need to find a fan that likes Reddit and that is somebody that we know and we can make them moderator of it. And then they can post whatever the hell they want. I'm so sorry I have the commercials on until we get $20 in donations. Did we make $20 in donations yet? No, we have not. When we make $20 in donations, YouTube ads get turned off. Yeah, Rusty. I don't like. That's another reason. Like I've seen how bad Reddit can like go down so quick, and I'm like, I don't really want to mess with that too much.
Okay, and if you don't do what I said,
I would love to do more Fallout content. It's a matter of like figuring out where I want to go and what style of content I want, or figuring out who do I talk to, where do I talk to, how do I do this, how do I approach it, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of logistics type stuff. You have no problem with it. YouTube does it to your channel all the time. Have you ever thought? Oh yeah, we already did the Fallout thing.
So you will remotely star via hyperspace.
Reddit is more corrupting than the Chaos Warp.
You will remotely move the Death Star via
Right now, I'm waiting on
black hole cluster.
Dr. 10. We're not asking that question, and I have to take your I have to take the comment off
and blow it
temporarily until that's no longer there. I need people to message like just a bunch of things in the comment section for a little bit. Like 1, 2, 3. I don't care. I don't care what you do as long as it's like appropriate. You know? How long are we doing videos together? What do you mean by that? Or like how long have we done videos together, or how long are we doing videos today together?
As soon as it's caught in the ground.
What?
Rusty.
All the credit we spent.
Ask you guys to do numbers and you start doing the bad stuff. I will go on there and mute you. Doesn't go. Be careful. You're popping onto a stream and trying to promote your channel is effectively what things are sounding like.
We will replace.
That's a big streamer no. Don't do that, man.
We will replace the whole thing at no cost.
Be respectful. Even when I pop on to don't be a smart Alec stream, I promote his rather than ours. Since when have we've been supporting each other with content and videos and working together for what, 5 years now? Something like that.
What?
How many years have we been doing content together now?
At least 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Those are market accessory.
You all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I want to knock out the things that we wanted to knock out today. Are you available tomorrow and Thursday?
Yes.
Good. Because I want to work together and knock out videos if possible for a week especially if we do every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And this is better than doing it every day. It's getting to the point of having the consistency of posting.
Yep.
And the ability to on top of that. Anyway,
Okay, y'all ready?
Yep.
What's all this about an infestation?
Spiders. Death Star.
Spiders. Like what? Poisonous ones or something? Who got bit and how bad is it?
Big, mechanical, self-replicating spiders.
Oh, no.
They're relentless. Every time we think we have them taken care of, we find more.
Yeah, those are called replicators? How did they get on the Death Star?
A strange ship appeared out of hyperspace about 3 weeks ago. No crew, just a single recording saying they were called the Asgard. And soon after, these things were just everywhere.
I need you to send the Death Star into the maw and then blow it all up.
Isn't that a little extreme?
No. We cannot clean up this infestation by conventional means, okay? And if you don't do what I say, these things are going to spread throughout the galaxy before you know it, okay? So you will remotely move the Death Star via hyperspace to the Maw black hole cluster, drop it into one of them, and blow it the fuck up as soon as it's caught in the gravity well.
What about all the credits we spent building?
We will replace the whole thing at no cost, except for the exhaust port covers, okay? Because those are an aftermarket accessory. You're going to have to purchase those again. What's all this about an infestation?
Spider.
That is money from start to
That is-
finish. Oh, right. I got to unmute you.
That's what?
I said that is funny from start to finish.
Except
I like that. I like that a lot.
whole thing at no cost. Whole thing at no cost.
Popo dropped a bunch of his audience here. Did you send him the lines for the Megatron already?
No, I did for Prime. No, I did not.
All right.
Except for the exhaust port covers, okay? Because those are an aftermarket accessory. You're gonna have to purchase those again. All right. Max
Dayton, we're doing pretty good.
All right.
We've got a list of things that we want to do that we're getting done just a little bit at a time. We got the first thing done now. Next thing that is honestly probably more important than working on the Flash Force ad is the Patreon ad and figuring out what we want to say in 2 different formats. One, as a personal thing of both me and Chris maybe being on camera and just outright saying, hey, we got a Patreon now, blah, 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 as well as creating a small little tidbit for Starscream and Megatron to say.
Yeah, this is getting posted right now, and then we can do that.
I have a fan on me. I've got a fan over there, and it's just I'm going to push through and get as much done as I can today. I'm a little bit warm. I'm a little bit sweaty, but I'm okay still because I've got the fan on me. Until I have to turn that off for a recording, I'm not going to turn them off. You guys will deal with the fan noise coming from me. Unfortunately, I had already discussed it with both my kiddos and everything. I was like, I'm not going to be putting an AC in here because it would raise the cost more than I'm comfortable with. And for the most part, from about 8 o'clock to about noon, it's not too bad down here. And from noon to 3 is when it starts getting really warm, and then it'll cool back down right around 8 o'clock again or so. And as we get to the point to where the sun starts dipping down before around 8 o'clock again, that'll fix itself again. But no, we just got to get through the next couple months, and if we can do that, we'll be fine. How many impressions can we do? I can do a good Joker. We can both kind of do Nappa, just different versions of Nappa. Like if you're looking at impression wise, that's a different story. But like original characters are an entirely different story. Like I can do Starscream, but he's definitely our own version of Starscream that is tangentially related to the old school, like higher pitched version of Starscream. Megatron is definitely not Megatron. It's just tangentially related to how he sounds. And I think it works for our animation style very, very well.
Fat Hobbit is so polite.
And he can do a fucking really good Smeagol. I can do Joker, but every time I do Joker, it is going to break the mic. Something dark side. I can kind of do Palpatine, but it's not really Palpatine. It's like the Palpatine that I can do is more closer related to Robot Chicken's Palpatine. Mm-hmm. something dark side. Hey, Batsy, how goes it? And if I go further into that, I can make it sound even closer to Joker. And so we can get a close enough Joker that I can do Joker's voice well enough that people are not going to bitch. And if they do, so fucking what? Ain't no one perfect. It's either A, we get a voice actor that sounds spot on and they go, well, that doesn't sound like it at all. And it's like, are you kidding? I can literally put their voice next to another one and it matches the wavelength. Shut the fuck up. Or B, it sounds nothing like them. They go, well, that's a good impression. And I'm like, I can't fucking win with you guys. People have complained about Papa Popo's Darth Vader before. And I'm like, you know what? No. we don't need to be perfect.
It's so close to exactly what it is.
Same thing with the Dean Winchester. There were a lot of people who were like, that's a pretty solid Dean. And then there were a lot of people like, that sounds nothing like Dean. And I'm like, yes, it does. I had to listen to this motherfucker for hours doing editing and everything while doing other videos. He can do a damn good Dean impression. I know this. I kind of got a little upset with them because I was like, I literally worked with Papa Popo on another video trying to get him to sound just less like Dean and more like Jensen Ackles Robin. And we eventually just settled on like, just do your own version, right? And we got the version that we did. And then people commented, it sounds like Dean. So I was like, you know what? No. That was a good Joker. It sounded like when the Joker unmasked Batman, it was like he was asking. Yeah. So that's why I think if we do a sketch, it has to be as. And this is what me and Chris have talked about, where there's a lot of sketches that I can come up with a really good idea that we can do that it doesn't make sense for me to be in. And I hate that I go, I don't hate it, but I hate, it's like, there's a thought process that both me and Chris want me to be in front of the camera more, but it doesn't make sense for me. It's not as fun. It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's not as fun with me talking to Kakashi and Kakashi fighting the Joker. Let's be honest. Kakashi's not going to have issues with the Joker. The Joker would have issues with Kakashi. And that's the funner call to do. And I can play the Joker's voice, so I can still have a part in the video. it needs to make sense. It's the same thing with adding me to the collaborations and stuff. I would love to do collaborations with people. I don't want it to feel forced. I don't want it to be like a let's find an area for Levi to be in and then look at it and go, that doesn't make sense. We did that with the sketch that we just did with the Moopsie and Nappa and John being frozen. We wrote the entire thing after writing in Nora back into it. And although neither me or Chris really wanted to get rid of Nora, it didn't make sense to have them in the sketch. It wound up derailing the sketch, unfortunately.
All right, it should be posted everywhere.
Awesome. Okay, that's posted. So the next thing we want to focus on is
make sure it just took everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's posted.
Yeah, and that's a thing that we have talked about at length on a lot of different things. Sometimes it's okay for it to not feel natural, and sometimes but most of the time you got to make it feel natural, right? One of the things I hate, and I see a lot of creators do it, and they get a lot of views, and it bugs the hell out of me, is they cut the wait time out. Hey, how you doing? Great, bye. Right? That's like you have a conversation in no time, and you're like, you didn't wait for anybody to say anything. It makes no sense. You're just delivering joke after joke. And it fucking blows up. And I'm like, it bothers me that so many people see that and go, yeah, that's funny.
Because that's how a phone call works.
Huh?
Because that's how a phone call works.
Yeah. Even before we started doing this type of content, when I would see people do that, it would just lose me. I prefer you do the other voices. I would prefer blank space. And there's a lot of our fans who preferred our old style of not having any voices or not having any characters. And unfortunately, as far as the numbers go, we need to have voices. We should have voices. We should have characters on screen in some fashion. Even if it's just blank air with the character on screen and you see text, it helps more people. More people are interested in that style than they are blank space. You fill it in.
We just hit 99K on Instagram.
Oh, you're almost to 100K followers?
We've got 1,000 more to go.
God,
in fact,
it'd be nice to see that.
The exact number we have 998 to go.
998. So we need 900 new followers today. I hope we get 900 new followers today off of that video. Honestly, that was a really good and it just kind of got derailed because neither one of us knew where to go with it. You don't see the video posted on YouTube? Did you refresh YouTube? Yeah, it's there. 131 views so far. 3 comments. 2 of which are robots, so I'm going to remove them.
Yep. I need to use the restroom. I'll be back, and then we'll jump into this.
Yeah. I got a fan right there. I can show you guys. I got a fan on the chair where my oldest usually sits, and so let it go right up. It doesn't need to be a whole lot. You make an Instagram account just to follow you guys. God bless you. Refresh helped. I did refresh it previously, but that time worked. That's good. That's good. It's the warm in Utah today. 93. So every time, what happens in my office right now is every degree it goes up outside, it's going up a degree in my office almost. On average, it's about a 20-degree difference. Right now, it's only about 10. The hotter it gets outside, the harder it is to maintain the temperature in the garage. And at a certain point, I'm just not going to bother. Also, it seems to have been you know what? I wouldn't be surprised when Tobias messed with the couch the other day if he didn't mess with my airflow down here. I can still feel plenty of airflow. I'll have to go upstairs and check and make sure everything's covered properly. Yeah, it's about to be 90 degrees in my office, which is unfucking bearable. It's not really bearable down here right now. It's 81, officially 81 degrees. Ah, it went back down. It's fluctuating. Yeah, there's 81. Should you make an Instagram and X account? Nah. Follow us where you want to follow us, that you're going to follow us on the most, because we post continuously across the platforms. Who touched the thermostat? It's not who touched the thermostat. It's he moved the couch upstairs, which I have the vent, because there's a vent that leads from upstairs that I blocked off because it wasn't really getting used anyways. And I have that vent redirected down into here, which the space is too large to try to cool off, technically speaking. But it usually does enough, especially after it cools off at night and it's just continuously on because the upstairs is on, right? So it doesn't cost me any extra to run it. The problem being, it's still a garage. I'm still battling the outside heat, and the hotter it gets upstairs and the more I'm doing things downstairs, the hotter I will get. It's just my reality. I'm dealing with it, and I can deal with it a hell of a lot easier when I have a fan directly pointed on me to help point out, because I've got air blowing this way, that's cool air, and then it gets circulated by a little fan up there. And now I have this fan over here to blow, so I get a little bit of cool air, and it's just like, oh much better. This used to be AC cost you only $100 a month. Soon as I get paid, I'm broke. It fucking sucks. I'm gonna be broke instantly. That's why I'm trying to do the coffee, which, by the way, right now I have a thing where if you guys donate to me directly, which is the Magics, to support Levi directly, buymeacoffee.com/Magics, MAGICIKS. If you guys go there, there's a goal that if we hit, we can vote on the color of the hair, and we can temporarily, it's not going to be permanent dye, but I will make it semi-permanent so it lasts a while. Sounds like debt? Yeah, kind of. It's not debt so much as like I've been taking money from like the rent money to make things coincide, and so like as soon as I get paid, that money is going to go back in there, and then the rest of the money I have has to go and pay the other bills that need to get paid. It's just no different than anyone else that lives paycheck to paycheck. And that extra 400 to 500 that I would get would dramatically help me out. It'll let me take care of a bunch of other things that I need to take care of. A lot of small things. One of which is honestly putting money to the side so me and kiddos can go out and enjoy at least a day of not having to cook and everything. Especially when your hands do this. It's debt to yourself. Yeah, it's debt to myself. I'm not borrowing from Peter to pay Paul in the sense that I'm actually taking a loan. I'm refusing to take out a loan. How much are you short for short? How much are you short by for commercials? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I would love to do another Stitch video. I need to write that out. YouTube does commercials. Oh, for the YouTube commercial things, it's $20. It's $20. $20, and I turn those off. We donate to the channel directly, and I turn those. Honestly, I'll turn them off if you guys donate to me directly too. I'll turn them off. That's only fair. Either way, donate to the channel or donate to the Buy Me a Coffee link. I'll turn off those commercials. Otherwise, those commercials are just, it helps out a little bit. It's usually not much. It's only a couple extra bucks, but hey, it's a couple of bucks. Technically, yes, Steven, it is. Also, I didn't put it on there. I should probably put it on there. If we make more, hold on, let me do it. So, it's $500. If we double that goal, if we get $1,000 of direct donations, you can dye my beard too. No, money does not. I wish it did. We do what we can to make everything last. We hit a lot of sales. We eat a lot of discount food in the house, which also means that our dinners and everything can be very, very random. It's Chris that is short. Yeah, he's a small. And you don't have to. You never have to, Lexi. You never have to. This is just one of those things where it's like, hey, this will help out, make things last a little bit longer, push things further down the road, and try to make us. And I think next month we should be okay. With the way things are going currently, we're hoping that things will, bounce back a little bit, and we're gonna have to figure things out. My electricity bill is going up. There's data centers and other things and shit happening, and if the data center gets put in that they're trying to put in, my electric bill is gonna quadruple because I live in the area where they want to put it in. Hot enough as it is. Nappa and Batman and the Boys universe. So the problem with the Boys universe right now is the fact that it's concluded, right? I love the Boys universe, but at the same time, if I'm going to be honest, it makes sense. And I know why they killed him the way that they killed him. Part of it was political, though. And I kind of wish that he died a little bit differently. But it is hilarious, and it made sense that Homelander lost his power and died the way he died. Food prices are ridiculously high. I can still feed my family, which is great. But I am very conscious of like what we have to buy. Currently, even though regular tortillas would cost a hell of a lot less, we're trying to eat better, right? So I spend about $1.50 more on off-brand carb keto-friendly tortillas, which everyone in the house does like. They still taste really good. I spend like $3.25, something like that. There's other ones that are like $5, but one of them is most of the fiber that you would need in a single day. 2 of them is all the fiber you need in a day, and everyone in the house eats them. And I keep them in stock because they are a great way to get our fiber and some other vitamins and nutrients, and it not have to worry about trying to do a bunch of fruits and vegetables and watching them go bad.
Real quick, Kate has a class at 6:30, so I need to leave, drop her off in about half an hour. We all forgot that she had the class tonight.
Ah, shit.
So, what can we get done in half an hour? I can do Megatron lines.
We could. We don't have to do those live either. Here's what we should do live. We need to figure out the Patreon ad, both with me and you actively as humans, as well as the Starscream Megatron. We could script those out super fast.
Megatron ones will be super easy. It'll just be it'll Megatron Starscream, and then it'll go black, and then come back up.
Right.
And it'll be Optimus Prime in the middle, Megatron on the one side, Starscream on the other, and Prime goes, "If you liked this animation," and then Megatron goes, "And you want to see more," and Starscream goes, you should join our Patreon."
Write it.
Right.
Write it. If you've got a clear idea, write it. Are you going to watch the Vought Rising prequel? Yes. I've seen all of the stuff that they've offered so far. I've liked quite a bit of it. I'm definitely going to watch it, and we will probably do content around it because it's gonna trend. And we need to jump on those when we can. We missed out on some trending stuff with the Holland soccer game stuff. We had talked about doing a sketch with
oh my god, we could have done Majin Buu in a human suit playing soccer.
Yep, we missed out on it. Yeah. Technically speaking, I guess we could still hit it, but it'd be like scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it would be.
We'd either A, have to wait until it's trending again, or B, just accept that we missed it. I'm trying to get our garden to take off, and it's somewhat successful. I don't know what happened. That was weird. But anyways, I'm trying to get my garden to take off, but it's the first year after actually like dirt on there and everything like that. It's gonna take, the next year, and then putting more dirt because I didn't properly water it, so that and then putting the nutrients back in, and then filling the next one up and doing that. But I am getting stuff to grow in it, and a lot of stuff now. And next year it'll be easier because I will have one that's already made and ready, and I'll be able to plant a lot earlier, and I'll be able to grow things a lot earlier because my tomato plant's starting to take off. Oh shit! Speaking of that, I need to make myself a quick note. Tomato plant. Yeah. You guys should have done Starlord. So another thing, Chris, we can go live later today too. Break up the live.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you get done with that stuff, because that'll be a great opportunity for me to go upstairs and just cool off for a couple hours.
So I'm dropping her off at 6:30, back here around 7, around 5 your time, and then I gotta head out again around 6:30 your time to go pick her up and bring her back.
So why don't we just plan the live when you're back fully?
Okay.
And then that way we can finish up our other stuff. I would like to discuss the Patreon stuff live. figure out how we want to word that outside of the animation stuff. And then I want to, I would love for us to record our lines live.
Yep.
Especially because sometimes those lines will get changed because you guys will give us feedback on them. And
go check out what I put in the animation channel on our Discord.
Okay.
For the little teaser at the end.
Consider joining our Patreon to help cover our animation costs. Stop screaming. I love that.
It'll be Optimus going, "Did you enjoy this animation? Do you want to see more? Then you should consider." And then
consider joining our Patreon to help cover our animation costs.
Scream.
I love that. That works out. That works out.
Yep.
All right. So then the next one is the us both, and I really think we should both be in front of it. Whether it's just us side by side, up or bottom, however you want to do it, or similar to this, where we like go, "Hey, you want to join this? It offers this, this, and this." What do you guys think? When you guys are, do you guys just want to text, wall of text saying join our Patreon, or do we want a full call of action? What do you think would be better? I think a full call of action where we have a solid video that we can use in the 24/7 stream as an ad for Patreon would work out really well. But for a full call. All right. So both. All right. So that does make sense. So then we need to quickly figure out, I think the same concept of just a, hey, you want to consider supporting us? Go to our Patreon. We have a Patreon. Here's the tiers. This tier does this. You're already writing something out, aren't you?
No, I'm typing something else out real quick.
Huh?
I'm typing something else out real quick.
Okay. Both. All right. So I put it at the end of the video. Yeah, it will go at the end of the videos. It's just a matter of like, we can't do a full call of action where it's full all us at every single video because it will hurt our videos. That is like consistently happened to people. But if you put a text of like, hey, thank you for watching, go to our Patreon if you want to see more, that hurts the videos a hell of a lot less, usually almost not at all.
So we need a full video and something to drop at the end of videos.
I think the closing that we have of go to our Patreon, the text closing, we just need to update it so it actually includes the Patreon. And then you need to make sure your Patreon is in the bio and everything. I think if we have that, we just update that one to, and then it just needs to actually.
What's up, Kate?
Huh?
Kate, are you knocking on my door? What's up? We're leaving in 20 minutes. So eat something. Did you put on? Okay, cool. All right. You already took a med today, so you don't want to take an Altiganium before we leave, though. Okay.
A banner at the bottom would not be seen is the problem.
At the bottom of what?
Any of our videos, if we did like a banner, you couldn't see it on most of the platforms because it gets blocked out by text and stuff. It's actually the biggest issue. Like when we were talking about captions, we do captions as an accessibility, and we finally come to an agreement for both of us about what we like about the captions. So we're now going to have, besides, and this is the one thing we're going to have to do, besides the Stitch long form series is going to become a full-on like hour-long video with filling in the plot holes and everything because it tells a consecutive story. Besides that one, keeping the same previous captions so it looks consistent, every other video going forward, including the other Stitch series, which is just a compilation, which would just be similar to the Predator versus, it doesn't tell a consecutive story. Besides all that, we've got new captions. That's the only one I'm going to have to go revert the captions back to what they were just so that it looks consistent. Raised beds with easy access would help too. I have, yeah, that's what I use for my garden. So when you guys are talking, I'm worried I might interrupt you. You guys, you're good. So yeah, I think me and Chris doing a full call to action as well as a text, and I think he's fixed. I think he might be working on like with the text.
I'm thinking about wanting to have it be 3 different versions. One is a sketch about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
2 is just a full blown just call to action video.
Yeah.
And then the last one is just a quick little like 15-second thing we can drop at the end of just drop at the end of every video, as long as it won't kick it into a video from a short.
Yeah, so based. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to hit enter.
I took it personally.
There is a thing I have already. Brand assets. I think it's in mine, or is it in fill and support? That's fill and support. That's Levi's. There it is. So for the animations, I created a little thing a while back ago, and I've been adding it to it. But we would change the GoFundMe. So and this would just get added onto all our videos going forward instead of just the animations, because the animations would have their own particular one.
Right.
Boom. If you like animations like this, check out our member profile for memberships, GoFundMe, and sponsors. So, but instead of GoFundMe and instead of animation, so something like that. How's that? I sent it to you. I just realized I'm sharing that entire thing. It's not a big issue. You just guys gotta peek behind the curtain.
Well, I'm gonna share this with DKO. 1 second.
Okay.
Where did you put what you just put?
In our Discord, in the general chat.
General, okay.
Yeah. That way you can modify it how you want.
Yep.
And so then we need a sketch format. I'm gonna start a new open link, a new tab, create a blank document. So we'll do a Patreon call to action sketch. And the regular call to action is going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be us saying, hey, can you go join the thing? Do we want to call it a little bit early? Because I know you got to go get ready or...
Yeah, I need to pop out and...
That's good with me. I'm hot. When we get back... we will film work on Patreon stuff. Work on /finish Patreon stuff. Stuff for animation. And go over the ad script. So we'll be making a sketch for those who are paying attention to what we're going to be doing. We're going to be leaving here in a second. When we get back, which will be in about 4 or 5 hours or so.
Yeah.
Kind of depends on how things go. We're going to work on and finish the Patreon stuff. We're going to work on the call to action. We're going to do our voice acting stuff for the animation, including that Patreon thing. And we're going to go over and create a sketch, technically for an ad, but it's going to be its own sketch and then a call to action later on in, because the more and more I think about it, the more I just want to do a full sketch with this stuff. And then we can just pop a call to action on the end of it, or do a call to action by itself. So thank you guys for joining us. It's been awesome. I wish you all peace of mind, surrounded by spirit, harmony among others. Remember, taking one breath, one step, one day at a time. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, you all have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is brought to the villain. Having an Acme day will be transferred to your account. Have an Acme day.
And have an Acme day simply means the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.
Do.